Hi everyone, I am Amy Vetter, and welcome to the Breaking Beliefs podcast, where anything can be possible, because when you believe you can, you will. This series is all about getting honest with ourselves and noticing the things that we carry with us. We each have our own life experiences to go from, and sometimes it's hard to truly understand what it's like to be someone else. What we can do to create change is to start with us. If each of us took one action each day in our own lives, we could collectively change the world around us. But what does it take? It takes work, it takes practice, and we have to be honest with ourselves as we get there. Hi everyone. Today for our B3 break, we're going to talk about the difference between perception and clarity of mind. A lot of times we don't take time to really observe what's happening internally for us and instead create a perception of what is happening around us based on how we're feeling on the inside. But maybe we haven't even tapped into how we are feeling. We might be listening to all the news around us or gossip around us or the way people predict things that may or may never happen, and it starts creating stress, and we might start worrying about things that may never ever happen. But that starts becoming our reality, even though it's not true. It's not for real. It's not our present moment. It's our perception. And the practice is how we can become more clear in our thoughts and get more clarity. And we've talked about a lot of these different things through different B3 break videos I've had in this series, with taking a small short break for meditation or breathing or taking a walk or listening to music. When we do those things, we start separating ourselves from that monkey mind that starts going from branch to branch to branch and creating stories that may not be true. We start tapping into what we're thinking or feeling and observing it rather than judging it. And that's a big difference. And trying to understand why we're even feeling what we're feeling and how we could change that once we know that we're feeling that way. How do we change that energy? How do we change the clarity of our mind? Rather than worrying about things that may never happen, how do we get clear perception on each person that we're with and how we're feeling in each experience? And we do that with some of these mindfulness activities that I've talked about, where we get really present. We accept ourselves and the people around us for who they are, and we have compassion for ourselves and the people around us as well. Rather than passing judgment, rather than taking our energy and maybe utilizing it in ways that we don't want. Instead, taking those pauses, making sure that we're seeing clearly a situation, not looking at the past or the future, but the situation as it is in the present moment, accepting it and feeling compassion for ourselves and those people around us so that we can show up in the way that we want during the day, feeling more clear about our situation and being more present in each moment. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to the Breaking Beliefs podcast. I hope you will take a moment to pause before entering back into your day to reflect on this podcast and note 1 to 2 actions you are inspired to do from today's conversation that you could incorporate into your life. To read the full blog and listen back to this episode or any other, you can find them at www.amyvetter.com/Breaking Beliefs podcast and related videos on my YouTube channel. For daily inspiration, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn at Amy Vetter CPA. I hope that you will choose to like this and subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and more so that you can join us for more inspiration on our next episode.